There we go, the first summit of the Ennerdale horseshoe, Great Bourne. It's a bit of a misty day, but set to improve. So we are here, the summit of Great Bourne. This is our starting point. Bowness car park by Ennerdale Water. And we're here, and our next point is Starling Dodd, Red Pike, High Style, High Crag, and then down to haystacks down here. So when we get to the end, past haystacks, we're meeting up with a National Trust warden, a park ranger. There are the splendid summit of High Style. We're not feeling very stylish though, we're feeling wet and hot. It's 20 degrees in the valley and it's very misty. Lots of squalls of fine rain, you know, wet rain, and warm. We need waterproofs on to avoid the chill, but we're doing all right. We're in fine spirits with what happened to the Game of Thrones throne after they finished with it. What happened to the pulled pork, Josh?
Pulled all over my face.
There are the splendid summit of High Style. We're not feeling very stylish though, we're feeling wet and hot. It's 20 degrees in the valley and it's very misty. Lots of squalls of fine rain, you know, wet rain, and warm. We need waterproofs on to avoid the chill, but we're doing all right. We're in fine spirits. And this is
High Crag.
It's high and it's craggy. It's not as stylish as the last one though. It's trying to clear. Morale's a little bit low because we've been soggy and in the mist all day. But we've done the trail mix. We've done Reese's peanut butter cups, which are excellent.
Fortunately, they run out.
But no. That was my last one. Except for oh, yes. Just going down the steep descent from High Crag down to Blacksail Pass, and I just wanted to remember an old friend. His name was Chris Goff, and the last time I went hill walking with Chris was on this descent. But we grew up together. I met Chris when I was 6 or 7, and we were friends through junior school and then high school, sixth form, university, you know, like all our lives from that young age. And we came here when we were 16, did a 2-week youth hosteling tour. I remember coming over the pass here and going down to Blacksail Hut youth hostel that's down there somewhere. Had a great night, and the warden put a campfire on and there was a guitar playing and stuff, and we just thought it was just amazing. We just thought we'd died and gone to heaven. So, you know, the years go by, and it would have been when we were in our early 40s, so around 16 or 17, no, I beg your pardon, 14 years ago. All old friends, we decided to meet up for a weekend of walking, and we over ambitiously decided to have a crack at the Ennerdale horseshoe. And I was fairly fit at the time. I was fell running a bit, but perhaps my other friends weren't so fit. Anyway, when we were coming down here, Chris started to get quite a lot of knee pain. He was obviously fatigued, but so there were 6 of us in the party, so 3 decided to descend here down into Ennerdale and back to the car. and 3 of us decided to descend with them the same way, but then we went up the other side and over Pillar, and it took us a long time, but then we met back up with the others later. But that's the last time I ever went hill walking with Chris, and it will be about 6 years ago. He died suddenly of a heart attack. It's really kind of like sad, you know, and I think about him often, and I'm thinking about him right now and remembering him on this trip. One, because, you know, we never completed the Ennerdale horseshoe together, and, you know, having done a lot of hill walking together in our youth, this was the last time we ever hill walked together on this descent down here. So Chris, if you're watching, mate, this is for you, this walk. Thanks for all the good times. Wow, the steps up haystacks from Scarth Pass. What a fabulous place. I feel like it's the steps that Frodo, Samwise and Gollum went up when they were trying to get into Mordor. There's some area of haystacks and the patterns in the rock are amazing. Beautiful little place. I think that's Crummock all the way down there, and High Crag where we've come from. Alfred Wainwright's favourite hill. It's got some great little detail to it. Lovely little mini scrambly bits and alpine plants all over the place. And puddles. Haystacks. Pillar in the background. Kirk Fell. Great Gable. Windy Gap, Green Gable. Inanimate Tarn, where Mr. Wainwright's final resting place is. His ashes are down there. What did he say? And if you find a bit of grit in your boots, dear reader, please be kind, because it might be me. So there's the fantastic site of Great Gable and the northern crags on it. So we're not far now where we're going to meet Roy Henderson. Roy's a National Trust park ranger, and he's agreed to meet us. So we're just 5 minutes off meeting Roy, and he's found a spot to camp, and we'll have a little chat about wild camping practice in the Lake District. So as I said, as I was walking in, Roy Henderson from the National Trust, he's the park ranger for this area, has very kindly agreed to meet us and to walk all the way up here as part of your work, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic place to be, isn't it? It's a nice place to camp as well.
Absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't have known about this spot if Roy hadn't have said so. I'm really, really grateful. And also, so far, we've put the tent up and he hasn't told us to take it down, which was kind of the worry.
Yeah, so we have people that are wild camping like yourself. They're responsible. They put the tent up late, take the tent down early and leave no trace, and that's really not a problem.
Right.
And we have the other people that are coming, and more and more last year and then this year, and they're fly camping.
Elbows, yeah. So Roy's off up there to his wild camp, his office for the night. Yeah, thanks very much. And we're going to get some dinner on and maybe come back out and have a little look at the sunset. This is the morning, we're just getting packed away. This is where we were. We're going to do a site inspection when all our bags are packed, but this is where we were lying. Josh is just finishing his last stuff off. All our rubbish is in here, compressed down. and we'll go around and look for every gram of rubbish. Like I've just found that tiny bit of foil that can go in, and then we're up there. Fantastic. So this is our view as we open the tent door this morning. So this is Sydvang Fell, which I can never say, just in the foreground here, this low one. Styhead Tarn is down here, and then this is Great End Lingmel, and then you can see that little bump at the top there. It's Scarfell Pike, the highest point, and then Scarfell there. I think that's Scarfell Crag there. Fantastic breakfast view. Probably the best one in England. All good, Josh?
Yeah.
Summit of Green Gable. This is right at the head of Ennerdale now. You can see Blacksail Hut down there at that little curve in the path where I stayed 40 years ago. Great view of the crags of Great Gable here, and this is Windy Gap down here. It's a little bit of a scrambly ascent up here. You've got to go careful, but it's all right. And you can see Windermere down there, glinting away in the distance. Great Gable summit. I think today is all going to be about fluid management, really. It's very warm. There's a few flies around here. This is one of the naughtier bits of the Ennerdale horseshoe. So the descent off Great Gable and then back up Kirk Fell. I think it's one of the more significant height losses and gains. But hey, we've got ravens flying around, a few gulls, and a fantastic view. Yeah, that last rocky section was really tricky with heavy packs on. But this section is awesome. Nice little bit of creek. Take one step forward and half the mountain goes with you. More skiing than walking. I've got a rock skateboard here. Woohoo! Aye, on reflection, coming down Great Gable, we made a bit of an over-ambitious route choice. So, summit here, obviously, and we came down the screes down here. And it was, it's a recognised route. There was another guy coming down, plenty of sign of passage, but the easier way would be to go down the, I guess it's northwestern spur there. Hey ho, we survived. Any scuffs? Amanda scuffage?
Not yet.
This is Kirk Fell summit. Not that sneaky little castellation back there. nice. Got the luxury seats here. Lovely. Pillar, our next stop. It's a good climb up there, mind. Whooshter. And there's a little black steeple sticking out. Is Steeple. That's a little side addex on the route, but it would be rude not to do it. This is a tasty little bit coming off Kirk Fell down to Blacksail Pass. Lovely gorge down there. Aye, down here it's dicey because you have to stay on the little spur for a while before dropping into like the Red Gully, and there's a deep gorge to your right and the gully to your left, so great care must be taken. So that's like one of these black double diamond jobs. If you slip and take a tumble, you're doomed. So a bit of a note for anybody coming down from Kirk Fell doing that route. Be prepared for that one. It's an interesting one. Blacksail Hut Youth Hostel. Today's lunch is a wrap with Indian snacks and honey, and then another wrap with peanut butter, granola and honey. Oh yeah. Punchy little climb this up pillar from Blacksail Pass. So we've stopped to admire the views. Ewbarrow just there. So looking particularly fine, draped in clouds, moss and crag. And then a closer level, the alpine flowers are just stunning at the moment. Each crag has got its own little collection with some variations. Look at that somebody's left. The favoured drink of teenagers everywhere. We'll take that. Pillar. I'm going to have a little break here, or as Josh would put it,
Reese's peanut butter.
I think big ass rest was your words actually. So there's the Isle of Man hovering like a battleship in the sea, and you can see all the way up to the Mullican Tyre sticking out at the bottom there. Fantastic from here. And this is the Solway Firth and over to Dumfries and Galloway. Marvellous. I've never seen such a good view of the Isle of Man. Kirk Fell summit. No R. We're just doing the little pop over onto Steeple because it would be rude not to. Superb isolated summit of Steeple. The crags there. Hey cock.
Hey.
Do you know where you're going to? Do the things in life, say what they're showing you. Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get? Tonight's pitch. We're hoping the sun's gonna go down over the sea over there. That's where we were earlier, Steeple. What's for dinner, Josh?
We've got noodles and beef stew, followed
and then
by cake and custard.
Yes.
Can't wait for.
Yes. Good morning from Cooking Rock. We had a good night the first night. I think we both had a rough night then. But it's a fine pitch and a fine morning. So we've got one more summit to do. Obviously the Ennerdale horseshoes doable for the super fit and determined in a day. We've taken 2 days, and then we decided to stay on one of the last summits of the full horseshoe and just do the last core hill, isn't it, on this morning, and walk down to the car. Good morning once again. This is Kirk Fell, our last summit on our third day, if you like, of walking. The last morning. Ennerdale's down here where our car is. All we've got to do is walk down the little spur here. So this is the northern section where we were 2 days ago, and then in the clouds there, the southern section, the high fell there in the centres pillar.